Hey everybody, welcome back to Guys Night Lab, and I'm Jesus, and welcome to another edition of Halloween Nights, 25 years of horror. It's our last week, it's Halloween week, and we are in the last, the last lap of our Halloween nights here. Unfortunately, well not unfortunately, but the math didn't math here, and I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna have to double up on some of these years to make it for the whole Halloween night. So for this Halloween week, I'm doubling up on 2019 and 2020, so eliminating the honorable mentions, and just gonna be doing two every episode from this every day. I'm gonna have the one from 2019, one from 2020, and then Wednesday's episode is going to be 2021, 2022. Thursday is going to be 23, 24. And then Halloween will be just one review from 2025. Or maybe an honorable mention as well. But anyways, so for today, we're doing 2019 and 2020. But the movie that we're going to talk about for 2019 is the movie called Us. It's from Jordan Peele. It was his follow-up from Get Out, which was a huge success. Us was a good movie. I liked it. It was so the synopsis is a family that takes a vacation to Santa Cruz. If you've ever been to Santa Cruz, I used to go there all the time. I was born in the Bay Area, but they run into some doppelgangers, and the doppelgangers are kind of killing their so the real people. Normal people, I guess you could say, run into their doppelgangers, and their doppelgangers are killing like the people they look like. But it's a fun. There's like a lot of throwbacks to certain movies like Friday the 13th and kind of Nightmare on Elm Street and just other things. But it's cool because there is certain elements that are really horror novelty, horror not throwbacks, but nods and stuff like that. The only thing is, it was a good movie. There was just a lot of like plot holes and things that just didn't make sense. Like, okay, like where did these doppelgangers come from? Why are they trying to get out now? I do like, so there's a twist at the end, which I actually really, really like. And I thought it was good, but I just thought the movie was good. And it was entertaining, but there wasn't anything, like I said, there wasn't anything like that. Like, it's not like I've come back and I'm like, oh, this is a Halloween staple. It's a good movie, and I'll watch it here and there. But it's definitely a good scary movie to watch. I just think, like I said, there's a couple holes in it that I'm just like, why did this happen, or why did this happen? But other than that, definitely creepy, scary, good twist, excellent acting. Like I said, some good scares and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely for 2019's Halloween Nights, for 25 years of horror, check out Us from Jordan Peele. And then the second movie is, it came out in 2020, so this is the 2020 movie that I'm reviewing now. And this movie is actually, it's got a special place in my heart, and that movie is called Freaky. And Freaky is from the director of Happy Death Day, Christopher Landon, and it stars Vince Vaughn, Catherine Newton, and they're kind of like the main characters. And pretty much it's called Freaky, and it's kind of like a nod to Freaky Friday, where like the mom and dad, or the mom and daughter switch bodies. So this one, Vince Vaughn is like a serial killer, kind of like, just think like a Michael Myers, Jason type killer. And he kills Catherine, or sorry, not Catherine, Catherine Newton's character. He kills her, but she's wearing some stone or something, and then they end up switching bodies after he kills her, and she like wakes up and she's like, oh, and so, but she wakes up in his body, and she's like, what's going on? So it's a really funny thing, because Vince Vaughn is like the killer in like the first like maybe 25 minutes of the movie, and then he switches body with the girl, and now the girl's the killer, as like Vince Vaughn is the serial killer. So, and she's like this kind of nerdy girl in high school, and then she's like, it takes place like I think homecoming week or whatever, and now she's like really cool and hip and stylish and like seducing boys and people and killing people left and right. It's very campy, very awesome. Definitely a fun movie to check out. So this movie came out in 2020. So if you remember, COVID happened in 2020. So there wasn't a lot of like releases that happened in 2020 for honorable mentions. The Grudge remake, Hubie Halloween is definitely, I'll give you an honorable mention right there. So that was on Netflix, but not a lot of releases in the theaters because nothing was open. And so I think it was back in November a couple buddies and I took a trip to Vegas, and it was like, things were limitedly open and whatnot. And then my friend's like, "Hey, look at this movie; it looks pretty cool." And I was like, "Let's go!" So we went to this theater in Vegas. I think it was called like the Aztec or something. They had like $5 icy Slurpees. Like there was no one there. They had stadium seating, comfy chairs, and I was like, it had been almost a whole year since we've been to the movie theater, and they were finally open, and it was great. And it was fun, and we saw Freaky, so that one has a special place in my heart. If you have not seen it, definitely check it out. Freaky is a fun camping movie. I think it kind of slipped under the radar because it did come out in 2020 and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely check out Freaky for the Halloween night. So I'll give you a couple honorable mentions. The Grudge remake, it's not the same as and not classic as the original one. But I think it's like a good entertaining movie. Good kind of almost like a detective story with a lot of creepy things. Different than the first one. Some nods to the first one, but different. And then Hubie Halloween. I gave a review on that one last year on actual Halloween. That was my review. But I love that movie. It's stupid, but it just looks like Adam Sandler with all his friends having a fun time making a Halloween movie. So, and those are the honorable mentions. So anyways, for 2019, 25 Years of Horror, check out Us. And for Halloween Nights for 2020, for 25 Years of Horror, check out Freaky. All right, I'm Jesus, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, bye.
Guys! Guys, listen, it's not what you think. Oh! Come on! Oh!